very eerie movie.
Thank you. Are those notes on the movie? Are they?
Yeah,
That's serious.
yeah, no,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to
Writing with pen and paper.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
Badly
like
directed.
we used to.
Yeah, exactly.
Badly directed. Actors should be fired.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is a very, very creepy movie, and there's been a lot of movies about bringing the dead back to
Yeah.
life, like Pet Sematary or The Lazarus Effect. But this one has a much more mystical quality to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Did that have to do with the setting?
Yeah, horror is a lot about suspension of disbelief, and for me, I was just blown away when all the Asian movies, like The Grudge and The Ring and all that kind of came across into Western cinema, and I just thought, this is incredible what's going on here, and I just wanted to get that freshness again to horror, and to explore unknown that we hadn't explored, and so I think India really brought that all in, and I think we really sort of go with Maria's extraordinary journey because it is in a different location.
In playing your character, you said you had a book of sonnets that help you get to that state of grief in the role.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's some... The Edna St. Vincent Millay wrote some really extraordinary sonnets in the early part of the 20th century, and a lot of them deal with grief and loss. There's a very cool one where she talks about all the things that will happen in the course of the year, but that her grief will remain unchanged. The leaves fall. I can't paraphrase it. I'm not a poet. But yeah, poetry helps me work.
Is that like the one that spoke to you specifically, that particular sonnet, or?
Yeah. There's one that starts, you all have lied. I'm not going to be able to pull it up. I'll email it to you so you know which one I'm talking about. But it's
Sarah's basically lying here. She just listened to Shania Twain pretty much all the way through. All the way
although
through.
we actually did pull that album up. We pulled this Come On Over album up, and we did listen to that in India.
Whilst drinking Kingfisher in
When
your
you're
room.
missing America,
Yeah.
playing Shania Twain will help.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I've completely trashed.
There we go. No, that's what it is. Time does not bring relief. You all have lied who told me time would ease me of my pain.
Okay.
So there.
Well done. Yeah.
Just because you're English doesn't mean you know everything about poetry. Shakespeare.
I listened to a lot of sonnets. Listened.
Listen.
Shit. Carry on.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna stop there.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What can we help you with?
Basically, filming in India, I mean, it's going through a state of modernization, but you managed to get through some of the more unique parts of it. Was that hard to get those parts?
It's there. It's just there. So the house, where the exterior of the house was this place where Rudyard Kipling was born, and it's this incredible, beautiful, beautiful, crumbling house in the middle of the city. Like, so everything's packed, and you've got all this kind of modern buildings, and flats, and then suddenly in the middle of this is this crumbling old house, and then you go one way, you've got the slums, you've got the city that way. That's what I loved about Mumbai. It's just, so even in the opening scene where you're walking down the beach with Jeremy, and you're talking, you've got all the buildings, all the city in the background, and I love the sort of the juxtaposition.
There's no urban planning at all, is there?
No.
You know what I mean? Like, seriously, like someone
no
can put up
planning.
a 7-star hotel in the middle of the slums, and just
Yeah.
they sort of work around each other. It's very new for a Western paradigm. Where you've got the Beverly Hills is over here, and you've got East LA over here, and MacArthur Park, and like. In India, it's all on top of each other.
It's crazy. It's the most amazing place. It's not for everyone, I think, but it was. I mean, it just blew my mind. I loved it.
Great. Yeah. Well, it looks fascinating in this film. It
Oh,
really
thank you
does.
very much.
You bet. No, I enjoyed the film. Congratulations.
Really, thank you. That's really.